throughout the remainder of the day, we are speaking with our parish presidents and our officials across
Hey, good
the
morning.
area. And that continues because the parishes most vulnerable for us to the west of us, you've got Terrebonne, you've got Lafourche, you've got St. Charles, you've got St. John, you've got all of our parishes to the west of us, where in fact Hurricane Francine is expected to hit. We're joined now by the Lafourche Parish President. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, guys. How are y'all?
All right. Archie Chasson joins us. Archie, talk to us for a second in terms of what the conditions look like currently.
Yeah, we're starting to see some of those outer rain bands move in. We're starting to see a little bit of water building up on Louisiana Highway 1 south of the floodgates, which is typically the first area to see impacts from coastal storm surge, the unelevated portion of Highway 1 headed to Port Fourchon. So that's going to continue to deteriorate as the storm moves across. We did, because of starting the winds and some of the elements that are hitting us, we did just start to close some of our pontoon bridges and lower our vertical lift bridges all the way down. So we're starting to pull some of the final triggers we need to before we can move our people into safe shelter.
Parish President, tell us about any curfews that might be in place. When are those happening, and when might those be lifted?
Yeah, so we're going to have a curfew kick in at noon today. That is going to run through sunrise on Thursday. That'll keep everybody off the roads and safe through the duration of the event. Those earliest tropical storm force winds are going to start sometime around lunchtime today. And then run probably through most of the nighttime hours tonight. So that way it'll give us a few hours in the wee early points of the morning to do our initial damage assessments, begin to assess how many trees and power poles we may have down, and then start to clear the roadway before people start to move around during the daylight hours tomorrow.
President Chasson, is there a number that residents can call if in fact they are in trouble, or is it a 911 thing, or is there a number for the command center in the event that residents need help with anything?
Yeah, so up until the event really starts, you can reach us at the Emergency Operations Center. That number is area code 985-537-7603. And then once the duration of the event has started, if there's a life-threatening event or something going on, the best thing to do is dial 911. But we like to remind residents that if you stayed and did not evacuate, there may be a point in time where first responders, as great as our law enforcement, fire departments, and EMS are, there may be a point in time where we can't get to you due to the winds. So just keep that in mind as you're deciding where to stay safe and where to hunker down at.
Yeah, hopefully residents in Lafourche Parish are hunkering down right now. If you had to give them one piece of advice for those who have opted to stay at their homes in Lafourche Parish, what would you say?
Look, again, be where you need to be by about lunchtime today, and just stay safe. Make sure that if you're staying home, you're charging up your portable electronic devices, your cell phones, your tablets, stuff like that now. If you're going to use a portable generator, make sure you remember those safety tips. Don't refuel it while it's hot. Keep your smoke alarm and carbon monoxide detectors working. We don't want anybody to unfortunately, become a fatality after the event. Once you get out and start checking on loved ones and family after we lift that curfew tomorrow, be wary of down power lines. Just because you see it on the ground doesn't mean that it's not energized. And if you are running a portable generator, make sure you're flipping off the main breaker in your panel. That way you're not backfeeding electricity into the main grid and putting those linemen who are trying to restore power back at risk.
Lafourche Parish President Archie Chasson right there. By the way, he did give us a phone number, 985-537-7603. That is the number to the command center for residents that might have any issues going on and you need a hand with from the officials in the parish. Again, it's on the screen right there. President Chasson, a short 3 years removed from Hurricane Ida, a tremendous amount of damage then. If you had to take a look or at least mention any big concerns you have here for this particular storm, what would that be?
Wind is always the main factor for us. We've done a lot of work with our partners at the levee districts to close up those flooding gaps. We got a tremendous amount of rain here last week, somewhere about 13 inches of rain. So we've pumped all of our reservoirs, everything as low as we could safely pump it. But the water in the marshes and the wetlands outside of the systems are still very high. So as we look toward those storm surge models, trying to really predict and hone down what areas we think we could have some issues with, one of the reasons we call that voluntary evacuation for areas of lower body, Blue and Eagle Island. That's one of those kind of concern spots for us. And then working with the National Weather Service to see, well, once the storm gets a little bit north of us and those winds begin to wrap around, what do things in Lake des Allemands and Lake Buff look like for some of the 6th Ward communities in kind of that northeastern pocket of Lafourche?
And Parish President, just tell us one more time, we know you've got some shelters over there in Lafourche Parish. For anybody who's seeking that last-minute shelter, where can they go and what is your capacity?
Yeah, so our shelter of last resort is located at the Lockport Community Center. So it's 5610 Highway 1 in Lockport. Make sure if you're coming, you bring a couple days worth of food and water with you, a way to charge your cell phone and your electronic devices, a little bit of bedding if you want to bed down with us. We have a great staff there from ourselves and our partners over the Sheriff's Office providing security for us. We have about a 250-person capacity. I don't think we reached that point. We know we're going to get a few people up from Grand Island talking with Mayor Cormedale who are going to come north. And we had 6 people in there as of this morning, but we fully anticipate that number starting to grow as people finish their final preparations, winds begin to blow. And again, if you're going to get on the road today and try to get there, try to do it before noon today.
All right, Parish President, Lafourche Parish, Archie Chasson. And again, that number you see on our screen is the number to their emergency command center. And if in fact you have an emergency, you need some help, 985-537-7603. President Chasson, thanks so much for spending some time with us, making yourselves available to help the residents in Lafourche Parish. We really appreciate you.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.